You are welcome in the zoology class, cytology class, organized by Society of Carrier Technology, which has been doing its services in the field of carrier awareness, and Jan Vikas Mahasabha, which is devoted to social awareness and related activities. Before starting, I shall play my homage to all the respective members of Jan Vikas Mahasabha and Society of Carrier Technology, because without their participation this function was not possible. So I pay thanks to Almighty God, to all my teachers and all the respected members of the Jan Vikas Mahasabha and Society of Carrier Technology. Let us come to the topic microbodies or peroxisome. First of all, I would like to emphasize you the difference between two words, microbodies and microsome. Microsome is not a particular structure, but microbody is a structure. Actually, during studying different parts of cell, two techniques are used. One, to cut thin sections, salad-like sections, and to observe them under a microscope after staining them by different colors. And if the different colors are specific for a particular structure, if that particular structure takes that stain, it confirms that, well, this is the particular structure. So the peroxisomes contain the catalase enzyme, which is responsible for synthesis and breakdown of H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is a very important chemical because it plays a role in formation of peroxide anions, peroxides, and in higher organisms sometimes it is also concerned with signaling system or cell recognition of different environmental factors. There are two structures. The microbodies contain peroxisome, which are found in both animal and plant cell, and along with that one more structure, glyoxysome, which is found in some plant cells, which contains enzymes related with glyoxylate cycle, which play a role in gluconeogenesis or formation of glucose from fatty acids or fat. It has been observed that their size is 0.6 to 0.7 micron. There are two types, peroxisome and microperoxisome. Microperoxisomes are smaller in size. They have certain granular structure enclosed in a membrane. But in peroxisome we have a central thick core. But this central thick core is lacking in microperoxisome. The credit for discovering this peroxisome is given to Talbot and Yamazaki in 1969. In rat liver cell it has been found that about 70 to 100 peroxisomes are found in each cell. Various functions have been attributed to this peroxisome. Four types of oxidative enzymes are found. One, peroxidase, second, catalase, D-amino acid oxidase, and urate oxidase. The catalase is concerned with both formation and breakdown of hydrogen peroxide or H2O2, whereas peroxidase, D-amino acid oxidase, and urate oxidase are concerned with only oxidation of chemicals. It was discovered in 1976 that peroxisomes also play a role in beta oxidation of fatty acids. Although beta oxidation of fatty acids also take place inside mitochondria, but it also takes place inside the peroxisomes. For observing them under a cell, under a microscope, by anti-catalase antibody are bind with, and then they are attached with colored compound, horseradish peroxidase or ferritin granules. They get deposited in the center of the peroxisome. So it proves that there is anti-catalase antibodies are specific for catalase enzyme. So their deposition indicates that, well, catalase enzyme is actually found in this area. So this is one technique of confirming structure of a cell organelle, and by that technique it has been successfully proved. One more interesting thing is that the the membrane of the peroxisome is formed in the ribosomes of the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or RER, and they form the membrane of peroxisome. But the enzyme content, catalase, etc., they are synthesized in the free ribosomes in the cytosol part of the cell, and therefrom they get accumulated inside the peroxisomes. Some more functions have been assigned to these peroxisomes. It has been found that in some hibernating animals, for temperature regulation, where some brown fat is found, the number of peroxisome is very high. So it indicates that they play a role in temperature regulation, temperature control, or thermogenesis. In 1984, it was discovered that one enzyme responsible for formation of plasmalogen was also detected inside the peroxisome. It indicates that, well, they are concerned with synthesis of plasmalogen, and plasmalogen are important part of the cell membrane. Along with the oxidation reactions, sometimes the peroxisomes also play a role in signaling system of the cell for certain foreign molecules. Then in some of the diseases have been correlated with presence or absence of microsome. So in one of the disease discovered by Zellweger in the cerebrohepatorenal syndrome, cerebro means brain, hepato means liver, renal means kidney. So in the tissues of brain, liver and kidney inside the cells, the peroxisomes are absent, and absence of this peroxisome causes a death in the child within a year after birth. Credit of discovering the peroxisome is given to Talbot and Yamazaki in 1969. And parallel to peroxisome and microperoxisome, there is a glyoxysome. Glyoxysome is found in certain plant cells. They contain enzymes responsible for glyoxylate cycle, which is responsible for conversion of fat into carbohydrate. That is the process of gluconeogenesis. So this is a brief introduction about the microbodies, which are of two types, peroxisome and glyoxysomes. Thank you very much.